Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I want to tell you the best way how to improve your life and how to assess your current situation, how to create new goals for yourself on a base of assessing your current situation and how to achieve the goals. So the first thing that I want to talk with you about is the exercise that is called a Wheel of Life. Maybe you've heard it because a lot of coaches and a lot of psychologists recommend this app to reset your life. Again, assess the situation in your current life stage and to understand where you have some kind of gaps or what can be improved in your life so your life will be better. I personally do love this exercise because once it helped me to get out of some dark times. I want to say depressed times, but it's not correct because it wasn't depression, and just when I was too sad and anxious for a long period of time. So this thing will help you to also analyze your life and find this right balance of all the spheres in life. So what you have to do is to create a circle and divide this circle into sections. I will leave you an example here. So as soon as you draw this circle and divided it into sections, you have to write down these sections. So usually there are 5 or 6 sections, but it's up to you and you can write even more of them. The names of the sections are the following: family, friends, relationship, job, finances. Also you can write down health. Some people add spirituality and hobbies. As soon as you wrote them down, the next task is to add circles in the sections that you made. Also, I will leave you an example of what I mean here. So when you did this, you can now assess every sphere of your life. The main idea is not to be in a hurry, so you really have to calm down, and it's better to do it, for example, in the evenings when all of your things are done and there is no need for rush for you, and you can just prepare yourself a cup of tea or what else, or maybe some sweets, lighten the candle and just stay alone so anyone would disturb you. So you just spend some quality time with yourself and with the reflection. Then after you created the space, you can assess each section, and here you can assess it from 1 to 10, where 1 is the poorest result for you and 10 is the best result. And when you are assessing, for example, you put I don't know, let it be 6 to the section with health, then you can fill 6 circles in your section, or circle it a little bit more than a half. This way you keep going with all other sections, and while you also assess them, try to be as much objective as it's possible. So, and be honest with yourself, because there is always this small desire to have the imaginary situation where everything is fine, or opposite, where everything is bad. No, try to be objective. You can also delve deeper and write some details for yourself, like notes. For example, you can write health, what is going on now. So, do you feel bad? Does something ache in your body, or maybe something was disturbing you for a long time and you always postponed visiting a doctor? In this case, you can write, for example, advantages. Let's just imagine, I use vitamins, I had checkup recently, I visited all the doctors I personally have to visit after the checkup, and then disadvantage only one, for example, my head started aching recently and it lasts too long, for example, and I'm worried about it. So like this. And you do the following with all the sections. For example, finances. You can write down, I have a stable income as an advantage, like as a plus. Then you write, I invest. I don't know, save money for the car, but I still waste money on some things that I don't need, and like this place can be controlled better. And the following. When you finish all the sections, you can see the current situation. And here I think that if you did everything correctly and if you were honest with yourself, you can put everything together, and this exercise helps a lot to put everything out of your head, out of your thoughts, into the notes. And then it's so much easier to live because you have even a beginning of the plan, what you can do next to solve this, some problems or disadvantages. After this, when you know all the problems that you can face and you face them, and disadvantages in all sectors, you can write them down separately and turn them into the goals. For example, you had the problem with the health, with a headache, right? So as we talked about it, then you write the goals for this section only. That you have to find a doctor if you don't have one to visit, and to get pills or prescription or just something that will doctor help you with. Then as soon as you finish this milestone, you write the next, buy pills, for example, and then use the pills, and the problem is solved. Maybe this example is not very good, but I think that you still get what I'm talking about. For example, for me, when I finished this exercise recently, I realized that I had a problem with saving money. So I wrote also what I want to do and how I want to solve this problem. So I put, I want to save 10% of my salary each month, or from my every income. And then I put all my incomes. There are not a lot of them, as you can think, but still several of them. And then I write which amount from which income I want to put off and save. And then I write what is a proper amount for me to be saved, and like this. If it's a bigger goal, for example, I don't know, in the section of career, you understand that you have to learn a language. Let's imagine it's English. So this is really a huge goal, and here you have to be more specific. You have to add which level you need, which type of studies you are going to have, what is the deadline for this goal, and etc. A lot of stuff. So when you just write it in your plan, it's not gonna work because it's also like a long-term goal. And in this case, I strongly recommend you to do the following. So you write down such huge goals and you divide them into months. For example, the first month when you start preparing yourself for studies, you write down such like preparational tasks. For example, find a teacher, decide on which type of studies you want. Is it individual, like personal lessons, or group lessons, or just speaking clubs and you study on your own? Then you write which is your current level and which level you want to achieve. And like the main reason, why do you want it? I wanted to get a proper job, or I want to be promoted, for example. After this, when you like put your goals for the first month, then you can put the goals for the next month. As soon as you write this like smaller already goals for the month, you also put, like you can have the calendar, for example, in your phone. And when you see the dates and the weeks, you put the smaller goals even into smaller, like hierarchically. So you go from the hugest to the smallest. And for example, you wrote down what you have to do during the month, and the first thing was that you have to find a teacher. So then, for example, on Monday, you put that you have to contact several of your friends who recently learned English and ask for the recommendation. Or then on Wednesday, let's imagine, you Google some schools of English. And then on Friday, you I don't know, assess your current level of English with the help of the test. So something like this. This is a really nice idea, and when you have this like structured plan of, so we started with the wheel of life, when you analyze everything, then you turn this analysis into goals or plans and intentions. Then you divide these goals into smaller goals, and here you already understand what you have to do tomorrow to achieve this huge goal. I really love how it works, and it really makes life easier. If you liked this video, let me please know, and I will film some more videos of this type. And now I'm going to finish this video, and maybe I will also complete this wheel of balance, because it seems really inspiring. So don't forget to subscribe to me if you haven't subscribed yet, and see you soon in the next videos. Bye bye.